Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And it's Mayulu. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hazard. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Ball is over the line. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. France claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Definitely not one of his best. Salmakers, and that's gone loose. That's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Can he get on the end of this? They've got a corner here. Corner number 2 then. Belgium have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mertens. He's had it taken off him, and that interception was most necessary. He's shifting through the gears here. Upamecano gets rid without sophistication.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That has been knocked clear. That's gone for a throw-in. Fired deep towards the back post. Good chance here! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Now who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Camavinga. Now it's Mertens. He is through here. Tries a shot! Goal! Belgium! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Doué. Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's a searching pass. Pass is just off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
To Keita, big chance! Off the post! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Hazard. Close. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Pass somewhat off target. And the pass is intercepted. And the through ball. Teat spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. De Ketelaere in acres of space out wide. And they've got rid. That's the throw. And here's De Ketelaere, aimed in towards the centre.
Well played and well cleared.
Now it's Hazard. Oh, well played, well played. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. De Bruyne, he's picked his way through, takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tchouaméni. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Belgium deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Belgium have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're underway again. Belgium carrying a one-goal lead. And the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was a given, it always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Belgium are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Played out to the left flank. Dembele gets into some space. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dembele! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball driven towards the far post. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7. À sa place, le numéro 29. Attention, changement.
And he's managed to get free. Dembele's delivery. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. It's played through for him. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Camavinga. Out to the right. Camavinga showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's having a shot! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Pour l'équipe de Belgique.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Azar. And that's put paid to a promising move. That has ended up in no man's land. Great ball, and he's in here!
Lukaku really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Barcola. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hazard. De Bast cuts out the pass. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. France are down to 10 men.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Well, that has not gone well. Well, there's the clearance. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Salamakers! Barcola. Now it's Barcola.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps
No,
additionnel.
not quite. Chouameni gets over and intercepts. Camavinga. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Lukaku. And chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
But pour l'équipe de
And that
Belgique.
really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Merci.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for.